And what is up, guys? Welcome to another Twitter space here at Lbank. I'm your host, Muha. Today with us, we have an amazing project and amazing speakers, and I'm more than honored to present them today on a stage. We have Blackfort BXN. Today with us, we will have Stefan and Mario. Stefan is a CEO of Blackfort, and we will have Mario joining us shortly after. Marco, you're on. Okay, we added. Okay, the Black Fort will join us every second. Pardon me. So, Black Fort guys, welcome to another Twitter space here at our bank, and my name is Muha. How are you guys? Can you hear me well? Uh, Marco or Stefan, your mic is muted, so we cannot hear you now.
Oh, can you hear me now? Sorry.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh
What's up,
yes,
man?
hi. How are you? How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for asking. I mean, welcome to our Twitter space. And we're very honored that you guys accepted the call for coming
Thank you
on.
very much. Thank you.
on the
Yes.
show.
Mm-hmm.
So, am I speaking with Stefan or with Mario?
Stefan. Yes, Stefan.
Okay, Stefan. Nice to meet you, man. I'm very honored to speak with you. You are CEO of this amazing project we just listed on Lbank, and we're very honored that you accepted the call. Anyway, Stefan, I want to ask more about you before we start about your project. So, can you please walk us through how did you start in the crypto? Tell us more about yourself and so on.
Yes. I'm very glad to do that. And firstly, also, I want to thank you from my side, especially from the whole team side, to be launching into the market also with you and your exchange. It's very good what we're seeing, and we're very happy to be here. Just a short introduction, I don't think I want to make it too much only about myself, but I'll give you a very short one. Basically, how I entered the cryptocurrency space is maybe much similar to many other people that may be listening or other people in the crypto space. For me, it was essentially to find something that would bring me forward into the future with a good possibility to also have a career. I was scouring the internet for possibilities a couple of years ago. To be specific, my first point of contact with cryptocurrency was somewhere between 2013 and 14, when I was starting to get the interest into the mining of cryptocurrencies, specifically Bitcoin. And yeah, I've been doing cryptocurrency mining for a couple of years. Always, whatever I've been doing in this mining space, I've been reinvesting it also for myself into the production of cryptocurrencies. I think it's very, very important to become a part of the production, a part of the network to support cryptocurrencies that you may follow, interested in. And this also kind of rolled over into the whole idea of Blackfoot, whereby we built a team that essentially comprises of let's say friends and colleagues, because most of us are in the crypto space for some time already, including Mario, who you will hear shortly. And he was also one of those people that introduced me, so to say, in certain parts of this cryptocurrency world. And we've been growing ever since. So the idea came to be to become essentially a product and service provider in the cryptocurrency space. That is our driver. We are users. We are also producers of cryptocurrencies, and we are long-term holders. And we do know what part of the market needs, and we do know it also because we need it for ourselves. And we decided to put together a team, that essentially starts building products in this space. And that's how we came to, building the first product of Blackfort.
Indeed, amazing story. I mean, you've been in the industry for 10 years, and I usually like to say to my guests is 1 year in crypto is 7 years outside the crypto. So you've been in the it's equal to 70 years. So you've been pioneering in the crypto industry for such a long time, and thank you for that, Stefan. Thank you so much, man. Thank you.
Thank you
Uh,
also.
no worries, no worries. Will Mario join us any second so I can see him, or
Yes, he should be joining, of course.
is which profile is his? Pardon me for asking. So, Mario, if you are in the space, you can just like request the mic, and we will add you any second. Okay,
Okay.
I see. Okay, perfect.
Until he does, I can continue. That's not a problem.
No, he's here. He's
Okay.
here. Hi, Mario. What's up, man?
Hi, how you doing, guys?
We're doing great, and thank you so much for joining too. And Stefan kind of ease up in the story behind Blackfort and his background. Can you also share your point of view and how did you start in crypto, if that's okay with you guys?
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna make it quite quick. So, my journey also started in late 2013, early 2014. My first topic also was the mining of cryptocurrencies. So, I was back then one of the largest Dash miners in the world. Dash used to be a top 10 cryptocurrency back in the old days, let's say it like this. And got very, very interested in the whole decentralization stuff and founded my own crypto school. It's a company, a crypto education school. We were the largest community in Europe, so we've educated several thousand people back in 2016. And later on, I founded my own cryptocurrency exchange with focus on security token. I left the company about a year and a half ago and joined Blackfort as the newest C-level member, especially with my expertise when it comes to securities, security tokens. And this is one of the parts, one of the real world asset parts we will speak in a minute as well. So I've also have lots of experience, more than 10 years in the crypto space. Right now, we've been involved in several projects, have done some on our own, very, very successful. And now we're here to make Blackfort very, very successful in the future.
Amazing. I know that you guys been in crypto for such a long time, and I'm very honored to speak with such a pioneering people and the guys who paved the way from the start. So thank you in the name of the whole crypto industry. Stefan, I want to ask you more now about the project you guys have here, which is also great. You guys sustained for such a long time itself. It's been a bear market, and whoever knows the best is you guys. You've been for a long time there. So, Stefan, I want to ask you, what is the Blackford Exchange Network?
Yes, that is very great question. I hope you don't mind if I take a little bit of a step back to just also explain how we got to this point to creating this Blackford Exchange Network. We did see the need of building products. So what essentially we did is first of all we wanted to invest into building application. So that was the first thing we did. We built our own multi-currency client-side wallet application for the Blackford, which was about 3.5 years ago, and started releasing more and more functions for it. And we saw during this time that there is a need, and the community also wants to expand the usability of smart chains into, as we see today, for example, real world assets. Back then it was more different types of smart contracts, and then it was NFTs and these type of utilities. So what we saw is the need for a smart chain. We also saw that there is need of scalability, and basically what we did is we pulled all of our competences together and built our own EVM core blockchain, which is today Blackford Exchange Network. It serves as the base for all of our products and services. It is hosting its own native token called the BXN. It's the token that is also now available on Lbank. And by the way, we're very proud of that. And this BXN token, it serves not only an on-chain utility such as others by using it for transaction fees or using it for smart contract interactions, but we also do our best to across platforms of Blackford offering, for example, to have this layer 1 token also become a utility token for our for our offering. So, for example, I'll give you one. On our Blackfort wallet application, if you were to, let's say, hold your BXN, you will have different types of utilities in terms of swapping currencies, purchasing cryptocurrency, or selling cryptocurrency, for example. And that's not done before. We are very proud of it. And of course, expanding it into other fields as well, such as the tokenization of real estate, whereby we've built a legal framework for it. And it's almost ready to release into the market, but I'm not going to go too much into it because I would like Mario to do that since he is our chief investment officer. And of course, as some people may have read, we are also about to release our own e-money services in the European region, which is going to be called Blackfort Pay. Blackfort Pay will be giving the opportunity to people to open their own bank accounts. Essentially, they will be able to do payments. They will be able to spend money that they will change from cryptocurrencies to fiat through debit cards. And also there, people with different types of holdings of BXN or BXN users will have different types of utilities and so forth.
Thank you, Stefan, for that one. So, kind of just to go back on that answer, will that be accessible, or will you start from the Europe region, or it will be immediately accessible for all around people around the world? So,
You mean the
hopefully, I
Blackfort Pay?
don't ask much.
Do you mean the Blackfort Pay?
Yep, yep.
Blackfort Pay is firstly launching in European region, but other projects are also launching in different other regions as well. So, and that I don't want to take this information up from Mario's answers. But yes, we are rolling out different types of services that can be used by almost anyone in the cryptocurrency space, and we try to do it as broad as possible for for the whole world to be able to enjoy and also to use. And of course, we will try to give as much value as possible to BXN holder as we can.
Amazing. I don't know. Do you agree with what I will say is that we need to work more in crypto payments because around the world, especially in Europe, we need to be more accessible to people. So what you guys are doing is great, and hopefully everyone will start using it as soon as possible. Stefan, can you tell us more a bit about the Blackfort Layer One blockchain?
Yes. So essentially, it is an EVM core. It is a layer one blockchain. It is similar to, let's say, what you would know from Ethereum in terms of its core. And what we did is we expanded its validation method to a sort of the staking algorithm. To be exact, it is a proof of stake authority blockchain, whereby we make it very accessible for someone to become a delegator on this network with a very low barrier to entry. And that was very, very important for us because, as I said right in the beginning, as for myself and Mario, also my colleagues, we follow this philosophy that if you're supporting one cryptocurrency project, you're not only going to buy it or hold it or sell it or just come in this type of contact with it, but you should also be securing the network. And we've done this with a very low barrier. And this has, it has allowed us to have now over 70,000 delegators on blockchain. We have now processed 2 million transactions, more than 7 million produced blocks, error-free, and being in a block time of 5 seconds with a very good block height, I think we are very ready to be adopted into the market. Also, if we go towards real-world assets, if we go towards payments, I think what we have for the people is something they can use. It is very affordable, it's very cheap, and it is just designed to do transactions.
Stefan, thank you so much for that one. I will just quick jump go to Mario because you did brought him up a few times, and I have
Yes.
questions for you, Mario. So, what are the main utilities for a BXN layer one token? And can you walk us through it?
Yeah,
Hopefully,
well, I guess Stefan walked you already through the main utilities, but maybe I can deep dive a little bit more into it. So, what was very, very important for us as a company is that we will already provide utility before we enter the market, before we launch on any major exchanges, and we've done that. So right now there is three core utilities. We're building more and more to come, but the three core utilities are, as Stefan already said, inbuilt wallet utility. We have our own client-side wallet, which you can download from the App Store and the Google Play Store. We already have I think right now 230,000 downloads. It's a very, very cool wallet, which will get updated on a fortnightly basis. We are the one of the very first ones to have integrated we call it a Web3 antivirus, which is especially for the newbies very, very interesting. Because if you're not very, if you wanna move yourself around in the DeFi world and you're not very familiar with everything, and you might connect to a smart contract that you really don't know what it's doing, this Web3 antivirus helps you. It scans all the smart contracts you want to connect to and will tell you basically if it's a safe smart contract or it's not a safe smart contract. So it has lots of features already, our wallet. And as in terms of the utility, when you hold a certain amount of BXN token in the wallet, you will get a cashback in BXN when you do crypto swaps, when you buy and sell cryptocurrencies. You will get airdrops, you will be opened up for whitelisting. So all this kind of stuff where you can find a use for the BXN token, we have integrated in the wallet. It's already live. So go ahead, check it out, download our wallet from the App Store. You will also receive 100 BXN as a free airdrop if you download it and set it up. So it's very, very cool. That's the first utility. Second one, like Stefan already mentioned, is our soon and upcoming Blackfort Pay, which will be an individual app with those banking services. Here you will also have the opportunity to hold a certain amount of BXN, which will then give you some goodies like, lower transaction fees, lower account management fees, all different kinds of stuff like this. We will launch our MVP version probably in the next 10 to 12 weeks. So it's already almost done. And then the third point, which I'm very, very proud of, and this is where we as a blockchain also see us a little bit as a pioneer, and that's the tokenization of real estate. So over the past year, we've built a legal framework which allows us to basically in-house have everything together. So we are now licensed to buy and sell real estate. We are licensed to manage real estate. We're able to tokenize this real estate, so people can buy this so-called asset-backed utility token directly on our blockchain. So they're basically partial owners of a certain apartment, which will get rented out, and those token holders will essentially receive their dividends in form of crypto directly to their wallet. There will be a really nice platform where they connect their wallet to and see all those different assets they've invested to. And this is a very, very big and fast growing market. The times where young people are able to afford an entire apartment for 200,000-300,000 euros or dollars or whatever, they are gone. So more and more people are looking to invest in real estate, but the barriers are getting higher and higher. And with tokenization of real estate, you can basically just with a couple of hundred or a couple of $1,000, you can be part of this incredible fast growing market. And we as Blackfort, we're the very first ones to have built like this legal framework, which allows us to do everything by ourselves in our company. And you will also have a utility in the future, whereas if somebody pays his asset-backed tokens, his real estate tokens with the BXN token, he will get a small discount when doing so. Of course, we will also launch our own DEX in the future, since we are a layer one blockchain where we'll have more utility as well. We are also working on payment solutions, B2B payment solutions in Europe, which will have integrated BXN utility as well, and so on and so forth. So I don't wanna bore you to death here. So we have a strategic plan for the next years, and of course there is new hypes that will come where we also are very, very quick in adapting, since we have our own development team in-house. But yeah, these are, so let's say, the basic utilities. We've already implemented them right before start. So we are not just then a project that is launching with an idea, trying to get a high market cap and then just start building. No, we've already built for the past couple of years, and now it's the perfect time for us as a layer one project. We are going into layer one season now. It's a perfect time for us to launch into the market with our services, with our products, because we think now it's a time where the people need us in the market as a good player. Let's say it like this. Thank you.
Thank you, Mario, for that one. I mean, so can we kind of go from for hierarchy to say more about Blackfort's real world assets project that you guys are launching? So, and explain it more. Okay, thank you.
So yeah, of course. So this is when it comes to real world assets, and this is where if you're looking or if you're listening to all those financial experts out there, they all have the same opinion that the tokenization of real world assets on blockchain is going to become the future. We all knew that last hype of NFTs, where people were buying just pictures and they were sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars. There was a nice little ride in the hype, but there was no real world use cases for that. And that's why we, as Blackfort, said that the real world use cases are one of the things we want to focus on in the future. And that's why we are starting with tokenization of real estate as our first kind of like major project. We will also look into the tokenization of precious metals, the tokenization of nowadays you can tokenize almost everything, and we are basically building the platform and the base for people that want to do so over the next couple of years. But our focus for now, for this year, definitely is to build a big base of real estate investments on our blockchain. Thank you.
Those are the real life usages which you did mention earlier on the answer, and I'm impressed. Nevertheless, I'm very, very much impressed. Mario or Stefan, either of you guys can answer this question, and hopefully that's okay, because we know the given the critical importance of every security in a blockchain platforms. Can we maybe touch on the specific measurements and protocols that have Blackfort implemented to ensure security of its blockchain? If it's okay, if we could talk that, or Mario or Stefan, whoever you guys wanna.
I think that's Stefan's.
Okay.
That's Stefan's question. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I'll be happy to give you an answer. I will just keep this type of answer. I'll keep it a little bit shorter, because as we just gone to market, we still have some things that we are going to release. But essentially, we will again go back to the importance of decentralizing network, specifically a blockchain network. And that is because you need to have validation in many different nodes in the network. So what we are doing is we are making the barrier of entry to become a validator on this blockchain low. And if you're doing this validation, for example, on Blackfort blockchain, there's something you need to prove. You need to prove a certain stake of or a certain height of BXN that you're holding on your validator wallet, along with its server software that you will use for hosting your node. And that will, and I will say it in a more easy way, that will create, let's say, an empty bowl ready to receive delegation towards you. So this validator will be accepted into the network once many delegators in very small instances, but high in numbers, trust you to be one of those nodes or connection points in the network. And once you're accepted into this quorum, into this group by quorum, then you will essentially be validating not only in your name, but you will also be validating in the name of all delegators to you. And that is a high number of people or a high number of addresses and holders on the blockchain. And this can be distributed in a very high amount of nodes going around the world, essentially. So we welcome everyone that is able to hold this certain amount of tokens. We will be releasing this information in a few days, so I just need to be a little bit careful. But essentially, the barrier to entry is very low, and it is also designed in a way that if you're the person in charge of this node, we have certain punishment regulation in our validator software, and we have it a little bit easier for delegators. So we know that node holders or validator node holders are going to behave in the network, and we have a very strict check between different validators towards each other.
Stefan, thank you so much for that one. I asked because I did ping the post up there that you guys just announced, and that is that you guys are top 5 certic audit payment tokens. So I kind of want to highlight that point that you guys are very secured and kind of explain why you are top 5 certic audit payments tokens. So thank you so much for that one, and hopefully you agree with my question.
Yes,
Anyway,
it's a very big pleasure to see such a big and important name posting our project onto their leaderboard, and it also gives us a very good feeling about the work that we are doing, because essentially whatever we push out into the market, we do it to the best of our ability, having learned a lot of things along the way. And we're very proud for this, especially this audit with Certic having gone through in this way, and of course to the fullest of our ability in this technical matter.
indeed, and the great work always gets recognition, and you guys did get it. So, and hopefully, you will get more. Before I ask another question, I just want to remind everyone and ask them, please, to go and follow Blackford. Either they can click on your profiles by on a speaker, and they can just follow it immediately, or they can go up there on the post and go enter the profile, go see the link three that you guys have, and of course go on the Telegram, join the community, and get engaged with the people. Thank you so much, Mario, for that one. So 500 people live listening to you guys. Of course, just go and follow our Blackford um, people here. The question I want to ask is more about the excitement, because we know the market itself is very much evolving and rapidly growing. um, I want to ask, what unique advantages does Black4 offers to users and developers too? So particularly regarding intersection speed, scalability, security, and so on. So how you guys set yourself apart from the other blockchain projects?
Mario, you want to take this one?
Well, yeah, that's a long question. So, how do we set us apart? So, I'm usually not a fan of saying we want to be the best, number one, and everything. We want to be a very very good project with use cases. In terms of our blockchain, like Stefan has already mentioned, we have a block time of 5 seconds. We have a very high transaction output, which is scalable to a very very high number. In terms of fees, we are one of the cheapest on the market. So the entire blockchain basically is designed for transactions. And can you please repeat the first part of the question again, because I didn't remember all of it.
Yeah, just the main unique features that you guys have that sets you apart from the other blockchains.
What I think what sets us apart from, let's say, a newer layer one projects out there is that we've already put in way more work, energy, money, development than most other projects out there before they enter the market. So we are not just talking about utility that will come up in the future. We already have the first utilities ready, and will release one utility after the other over the next couple of months. And I think that you do not see this very often nowadays in the crypto space. So or most projects, they're within a couple of months they're somehow being built together, they're launching, and then they hope for the best. But we've gone a long way. We have a team of really good people, a really good development team. And I would say, that can give also the token holder a little bit of a security, that he knows that there is a really professional team working 24/7 on the project and trying to deliver more and more utilities, because that's basically in the end everything that counts. The more use cases and the more potential users your token has in the future, the more successful it will become. And if you don't put enough utility on it, or if you don't give it enough utility, then you're just dependent on marketing and hyping and paying influencers to pump your coin. And this is not the route we want to go. We want to be here to stay. We want to leave a footprint in the crypto ecosystem. And I think that's maybe the longer way and the more exhausting way, but we think that's the right way, and that sets us apart from lots of other projects out there.
Yes, I would like to make a comment on that as well.
And it's of course, but I just want to add, like, it's a long lasting time. So you're gonna lost for such a long time and not after the hype die out. So you guys are here to stay indeed. So yeah.
Yes, exactly. Well, I think there's always this question. If you're just thinking about investment, for example, like if you're scouring market and you're looking for something that will make you make you a return, for example, you need to always go with hype. But in our case, we need to also be sure that we're building something of a certain value that lasts essentially for many years, and that is always updatable and scalable. So we can build a platform for other people to come and build on. And our focus is, firstly, we want to be close to the community. We are open to any question. We're open to any conversation with anyone. And I think that is quite important, because we've been talking about this with our team for a couple of years. We always keep talking about what is the best thing to move forward, as any company does. And it is not only about a promise and a delivery. Of course, it is also included, because if you build something and you announce it, then it's coming. Yes, of course. But especially people in this community, as in all other communities in this world, they also seek a sort of a belonging into a group that is going a certain way or a certain direction. And we see this also with other tokens that create basically armies, let's say it like that. They are part of something, and they're following something because they have a common goal. So what we want to do, essentially, we want to use our competence to build things for people to follow us, and to make this entry into not only validation, but also to build on Blackfort blockchain easily. We are also dedicated with, as we say in our white paper, to also invest into different types of projects that want to come and build on Blackfort blockchain. We have development. We are on many levels professionals. Of course, we're not the best in the world, because no one can say they're really the best. But we're very open to talking to new parties. We're open to also investing into new parties. We want to help people come onto our blockchain for everything to be adapted in a very smooth way, for us to create a better together for everyone.
Indeed, and coming from somebody who's been in the long time in crypto, I can say that we are much appreciated for having such a project that is also looking after the people, and you guys do look after the people. We need more crypto payments in Europe, and I myself, I'm from Europe, and I know how much that is needed. So I just want to, in the name of community, thank you guys for
Well,
creating such a unique thing. So thank you, Mari, and thank you, Stefan, so much on that one. So
thank you too.
no worries.
Thank you for having us.
No worries. So we'll call everyone to action to go and follow Mario and of course Blackfort Twitter channel. And of course, in the name of Lbank, I just want to thank you guys for coming on. It was a pleasure talking to you and having a chat about this unique project that we had listed on Lbank. And of course, another more, and I look forward to our another Twitter space because I know that we guys gonna accomplish a lot of things, and of course we will like to hear about those accomplishments anytime. We are open for a chat, and thank you so much, Mario, and thank you so much, Stefan.
Thank you very much, and thank you to everyone
Thank you. Have a
listening.
nice day.